Okay, course creators, if you've been struggling to scale your business past your current revenue levels, I got you. You're going to discover the 5 biggest blind spots that tank sales and keep course growth stagnant. Stick around to the end because number 5 will have you sideswiped and sitting on the side of the freeway broke down. Okay? Let's expose these OG course killers, all right?
Took so many years, I've been waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again.
I'm gonna start this video off by helping out my kings and queens who have not built their product yet. If you don't produce the product, they can't buy it. Or rather, if you have not articulated the idea behind the product, they can't buy it. Because honestly, people can buy a course pre-sale just like they buy other products pre-sale. But you're telling me you're uniquely gifted, you have a passion, a purpose, a calling, and you're sitting down on packaging it up? Or you've been sharing some things for free with your friends, or not at all because you waiting for what? Somebody to tell you that you're qualified and that you have permission to do it? Hold on. I'ma do you like my coach does me, Arlen Hamilton. She said, go check the birth certificate. We are all grown up in here, right? And if you're grown, you don't need anybody's permission. You don't need permission from your mama, your boss, or the course creator down the street. And if your mama don't want you to get this money, I'm gonna need you to leave her a note like Rita did on Sister Act 2, talking about, I had to follow my dreams, mommy, okay? And go ahead and come over here and get this money, okay?
Mama, it's just this one time. I'm sorry, I'll never disobey you again.
If you're an industry expert, you have a career, a special talent, a calling. And trust me, we all do. I promise you, there is nothing about the people that are already in the digital course industry that makes them more special or talented than you. We just jumped in the game a little sooner. So if you are lacking that belief, if you are lacking that confidence that you're qualified, borrow some of mine. Borrow my belief, borrow my confidence until you build yours up, because I promise you, you can do this. I'll drop some resources down in the description box below on building your first or next digital course, but I promise you, you got kids out here making digital courses. So there's no excuses. It's time to take action. You have a unique worldview. You have a unique perspective. You have a voice that needs to be heard. So even if somebody is teaching the same content as you, no one can tell it from your worldview. There are people that are literally assigned to you. They are looking for you because they can't relate to Bill down the street. No one can share your expertise from your perspective but you. And that's unique, that's valuable. So let's package that up, monetize it so you can get your piece of the multi-billion-dollar digital course pie, okay? Now, blind spot number 2 is for those of us who do have our courses built. And that is, your course is too good. I said it, it's too good. Some courses give students too much, and this can actually backfire. Whether that's too much content, too much coaching that requires too much of your time. In these situations, those course creators can actually end up overwhelming their students, or in some cases, maybe even have them become too dependent on the coaching itself, which can also backfire in a lot of ways. And then when they don't get the result, it's your fault. We're not doing that over here. We want to build effective digital courses, but we don't want to burn ourselves out by making students overly dependent on our time. At the same time, we don't want to burn out our students. And the problem that I've seen with having too much content in a single course is it can easily cause students to get overwhelmed. And then they get so caught up in the information acquisition, they fall short on the information application, which sabotages their results. That leads me to blind spot number 3, which is dropouts. These are students who don't even finish. And here's the truth. Digital courses are actually really susceptible to high dropout rates. And truth be told, like I said, we're all grown. I'm grown, you're grown, your students are grown. And no, you don't want them to be overly dependent on your coaching to get results. But If your students aren't completing your course, yes, you could put that on them. But at the end of the day, it's killing your sales because students who don't complete courses don't keep buying from you, or they buy at a slower rate or lower levels. And then they also don't send you referrals or give you testimonials. And you could either accept that as an industry standard and be content with being in line with industry averages, or if you want to double, triple, quadruple your sales like the rock star you are, you will make sure that they finish. You're going to figure out how you can engage and motivate them to succeed because their success is literally your success. Their success doesn't just translate to the result they get for themselves, it's also more sales for you. It's also less expensive sales for you because they're sending you referrals instead of you having to max out your budget on more advertising and front-end marketing tactics. This company I work for has spent so little on advertising. We've been in the multi-millions and barely started playing around with advertising. It's literally grown by word of mouth. So let me tell you, the math is mathin'. And I promise you, higher completion rates for you are also going to equal more sales for you. And that leads me to number 4, having the wrong end goal. When you treat the sale as the end goal, you're literally cheating yourself and your customer out of the best results. Because selling your course is just the beginning. And if you're celebrating the front end sale, that just doesn't say much. That's like football players who celebrate in the end zone. Like, that's cool, but I didn't come to play. I came to win. And if my goal is to win, I'm not celebrating in the end zone unless it's game over and I won. Maybe my first touchdown ever, I'm celebrating in the end zone. But after that, it's time to act like you've been there before, okay? A front end sale, that's just par for the course. And I'm not trying to make touchdowns, I'm trying to win. I'm not trying to sell a course, I'm trying to create repeat buyers. So if you wanna win the game and create loyal customers, you gotta go beyond celebrating front end sales and industry averages. That's not what you need to be tracking. The focus has to shift from customer acquisition to stacking the skills of customer ascension and customer retention on top of that, because that's where the real money is made. Not on deal 1, but on deal 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because that's how you create your biggest fans. And as they grow, you continue to grow, okay? And now, on to blind spot number 5, which is hiding. Now, I'm not talking about not being visible in your program, not being visible in your Facebook group, etc., etc. Specifically, I'm talking about hiding from customer feedback. And hiding from feedback is essentially hiding from the absolute number one thing that can add another 0 to your revenue, that can take your business to the next level of revenue and beyond. And I see this so much. Either course creators don't ask for customer feedback, or they only ask for positive feedback and testimonials, and they hide from anything that's potentially negative. And this is where they actually allow themselves to fall victim to the ad hominem fallacy, and they try to label the person as negative instead of seeing it as an opportunity for growth or improvement and looking into what the person is saying. So no more hiding from customer feedback. No more hiding from growing pains. Customer feedback is essential. It's your best friend, the good and the bad. Your customers are your product's best friend. They're gonna make your course the best that it can be. Now, you cannot implement all the things all at once. It's not gonna be perfect from the beginning, but just definitely take their critique into consideration and take their feedback. And honestly, sometimes whether you ask for it or not, they're gonna give it to you anyway. And that's often the part where I see coaches and course creators let their ego take over and they hide by getting defensive instead of just owning it. Now, that pride is only gonna take you so far. But that person, that business owner who's brave enough to own it, who's humble enough to say, even at 6, 7, 8 figures, I'm not done yet and I still have room to grow, that's the person that's gonna outlast the competition and add an extra 0 to their income and crush their goals. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to a restaurant and they messed up your order. And you can have somebody who's like, oh my gosh, let me get that fixed for you, and can I offer you a drink while you wait? Versus someone who's like, what are you talking about? This boo-boo smells like roses, and tries to gaslight you because somebody told them it was a good idea to save face and never admit when they're wrong. Now, one of those restaurants, you're gonna walk out there and you're never gonna return. On top of that, if anyone ever asks for a recommendation, you're probably going to tell them to avoid that spot. The other one, maybe they're not perfect, but guess what? You're gonna rock with them again. You're not gonna leave them a terrible review. And same goes for you. Real humans don't expect perfection from you. Your true fans are gonna rock with you through the good and the growth. So don't hide from their feedback. I do have a few more blind spots, so I'll probably put those in a follow-up video, but definitely let me know in the comments if you have some that I didn't cover today. And I'm also gonna make a guide that has a fix for these blind spots. So definitely check the description box below and I'll send you the details on how you can get a copy. All right, it's your biz bestie signing off. Peace.